Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. Things already rolling. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability.
Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. Good effort first time.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Tagliafico. Paz. Oh, well measured. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Great chance! It's hit the uprights. Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He won't be happy with that one. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Vinicius Junior. Paz. Here's Lo Celso. Now it's Messi. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And the shot! And no mistake! They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Oh, he's been caught. Can he finish? It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Madrid present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This for genuine comfort. That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Now that looks a decent ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! That has not worked out as planned.
Well, it was probably, for him, the best option, but then again, I'm not the best judge of that. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's straight offside. Paredes.
Argentina always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that is one way to stop him. Tchouaméni. Molina. Paredes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well timed, excellent interception. Molina. It's played through for him. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe. Real chance! Off the post! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And that's definitely not his best. Valverde. Knocks it into space. Chance for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Molina. Lo Celso. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for the run. Vinicius Junior. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a good ball. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Martinez. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. Tchouaméni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Molina. Here's Lo Celso. That's going to go a long way. Argentina have reclaimed it. Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. Paredes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, perfectly measured that. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And the whistle goes for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. The pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Down to business again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, nice touch. And it's Paredes.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
That has ended up in no man's land. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. And here's the pull. Eder Militao does really well to win the ball there. And he can clear it away. Paredes. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Martinez. Madrid needing a change of fortune here. They get a throw in. Paredes. Lo Celso. And it's Molina. And here's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. 60 minutes played. Knocks it out wide. He is through here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Vinicius Junior. Valverde did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
The pull is in a really good position out wide. Now this could be a chance. Shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Now it's Martinez. He is just caressing the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Mbappe. Aims beyond the defence. He's had a shot!
Madrid really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's just beyond his reach. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18.
So time for change. This one has been on the cards for a little while.
Número 5. Entran número
Just
24.
about up to 75 minutes.
Número 9.
McAllister.
Número 17.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that was vital.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Simeone is onto this. Alaba is there to clear. And it's Fernandes. He has a look up. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, important interception. He's having a hit! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Messi with the short one. Messi. That's tidy. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's not an especially good pass, that. He shifted it to the flank. He's found a way through. Referee's given a throw. Space for him to turn and look.
Argentina really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from him.
Tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Tagliafico. That pass has been well intercepted. Camavinga. And we're done. Madrid can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, one of the smartest wingers around, Peter, is Oyarzabal. I really like the way he just instinctively seems to know when to take people on or when to release it. And not being a physical specimen, you really have to show good tactical awareness on this front. And he's learning quickly.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
He'll try from distance! Oh, crossbar! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
That's a little off target. Tries to play it through. He's on it. Can he get away? Rodri. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Mbappe! He is through here!
Well, that's good.
Oh no, this does not... Mbappe! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Not the most accurate pass. Spread neatly. Oh no, what has happened here? So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Yamal. Now it's Llorente. Oh, that's a key interception. And that is well cleared. And that has left him in a heap. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. And it's Olmo. Rodri. To Laporte. Eric Garcia. Mbappe going after that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he plays one through. There's the shot! It's there! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. So, another set play. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's in plenty of space here. Llorente getting this one clear. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's intervened well there. Bellingham. That pass has been well intercepted. And they win it back again. Looking for the run. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Dani Olmo, and the pass is intercepted. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Valverde. Kubasi. It's a really well-measured ball. Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. Good read, needed to be. What a throw in. And that was very necessary.
Madrid really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Mbappe gets flagged offside. Kubasi. Rodri. Pass somewhat off target. And that interception was most necessary. Great ball if he can get there. Eder Militao clears without hesitation. Rodri. Played out wide. Kubasi. And here's Baina. Dani Olmo. Here's Rodri. Nicely aimed pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal. Decent chance!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Madrid have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Down to business again. Madrid currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Eric Garcia gets a foot in here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Very nicely done. And it's Olmo. Shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Llorente. Oyarzabal. Not offside that time. And he's picked out the run. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's had a shot! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Can he get on the end of this? And the finish! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And we have our very first corner. Baena with the short one. Just about up to the hour now.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got away. This looks promising. Big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Dani Olmo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's been given away. Kubasi. And he gets rid in a hurry. Dani Olmo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that is one way to stop him. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Knocks it into space. He's had it taken off him. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now, can they get him away? That's going across goal. And he's there to belt it away. Plays the ball back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Tries to pass it through. That ball looks a good one. Oh, just the keeper now.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Deftly away. And it's Rodri. That has ended up in no man's land. Madrid are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. Takes a shot. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
And that has been knocked clear. Spain have the chance to go the other way. That's been cut out, well played. Rodri, great ball if he can get there. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Now it's Oyarzabal. Can he get it through? Baena. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rodri. Mbappe is onto this. That's a nicely shaped ball. Goes for a shot! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Al Kubasi spots it and intercepts. Not a hint of offside here. And here's Yamal.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
2 minutes to be added on. And it's Olmo. And that is a shooting chance! So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And with that, the end. Madrid, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Madrid may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit, and they claim the win.
Well, that's what spirit and togetherness is all about, Peter. I thought they showed terrific desire and focus and fitness in refusing to settle for a draw. A time to hold heads high.
So many thanks to Jim Begley. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
So we're very much on the way now. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Lewandowski. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham with the slide tackle there. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Araujo gets over and intercepts. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now there's a fine ball. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Yamal, and it's Olmo. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Madrid gifted a massive chance. So the most significant moment of the game. He scores for sure! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Now it's Tchouaméni, out towards the flank. He's got away. Quick look, then plays it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. The ball looks a good one. Valverde. Bellingham. Knocks it into space. And that's a good ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Valverde. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Araujo spots it and intercepts. De Jong bops him off it and wins back the ball. Araujo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's being shifted off it. Pau Kubasi makes the interception.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Opts for safety. Kubasi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Showing great feet there. It's Lewandowski!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Koundé. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Koundé. And it's De Jong. Balde receives it in a wide position. Balde, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Pass is just off target. Kubasi. Koundé looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, you know, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Madrid have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're off again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open...
Vinicius Junior! And it's been hooked away. De Jong. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. It's a good run he's making out on the left. He has found the way through. And a header! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, played right into his path. And he's managed to get free. And he can clear it away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Balde has the space to scheme. Valverde. Balde scooting forward. And here's Yamal. And he has been fouled there. He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
Look at the space here. Dani Olmo! Now, who's going to be first to this? Picked out brilliantly. Oh, shooting chance! Fantastic from De Jong! About as smooth as it gets. And the comeback is complete. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. De Jong. Balde. Oh, sweet feet. This is De Jong. Araujo. And Kubasi. Casado. And it's De Jong. And Balde.
Oh, really well played.
He's in a good position here. And the finish! Oh, crossbar! He doesn't look too happy with that.
He probably had a good view of it as well, Peter. Obviously, an inch or two lower, and that's in the back of the net.
And they're back on the ball again. Half an hour gone in the second half. No, he's not getting past him there. Pedri venturing down the left. Aimed beyond the defence.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Can he get onto this? Casado. Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Threads one in. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Bellingham. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's found a way through. Balde. Good purposeful running this.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
He's shifting through the gears here. Chouameni played out towards the right wing. Balde. He's in plenty of space here. And that's another throw. That'll be a throw-in. Pedri getting forward. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's in a great position here. And that is that. Madrid played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Bellingham. That is ended up in no man's land. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France.
Vinicius Junior! And that was struck with genuine force.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Gabriel. Timber. Merino. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's only too happy to take that back. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Has to go back here. Well, that is one way to stop him. Ødegaard. Oh, that was vital. So we're still where we started right now. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. Big chance!
Well, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Zubimendi calmly anticipates. Merino. Gyökeres. Now can he find a finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tchouaméni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Shot could be on, and he was alert to it. Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shot, surely! There it is! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 24 minutes is
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and risky...
Can he finish? And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Bellingham did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off.
Chance for a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. Alexander-Arnold is onto this. Calafiori. Madrid have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Timber. And Gabriel. Zubimendi. This is a promising build-up. Madrid heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Havertz. That has not gone well. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Marino. And it's made its way to him. Eder Militao clears without hesitation. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And they can counter here. Well, played right into his path. Goes for a shot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Marino. Timber. Now it's Marino. Ødegaard. Pass somewhat off target. Alexander-Arnold. And beyond the defence. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball.
How many
That's the end of the first 45. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Madrid really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Madrid are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 23, Mikel
Away we go
Merino.
again.
Number 41, Rice.
Valverde
Coming on the field, number
tries to play it through.
Bukayo Saka. Number
This looks
19,
promising.
Trossard.
Zubimendi. Trossard. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Chance! Superb from Gyökeres! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Arsenal cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Ødegaard. Tchouaméni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Not the most accurate pass. Just about within shooting range. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He is just caressing the ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Camavinga. And there's the
The
shot!
attendance for this match was
Oh, it's a vicious
60,332.
effort. That pass isn't the best. He's had a shot! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Saliba. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! Arsenal are level. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 36.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Saliba. Calafiori. Norgard. Threads one in. And he's picked it up out wide. Great chance! And it's been hooked away. And he's chosen to go back. Now Saliba. Spread out to the left. That's going wide left. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Looking for the run. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business. There's the shot! And he's stuck it away. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Madrid dragged themselves back again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Gyökeres has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Ødegaard plays it short. Real chance! So their fourth corner of the game. Ødegaard goes short.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That is good alertness. Ødegaard. Gyökeres. Gyökeres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bellingham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he latch on to this? Out for a throw.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Trossard looking for options for movement. Now it's Havertz. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? Oh wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Arsenal look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but...
Trossard! He's got a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Unstoppable. Just how... So that's it. It is all over. Madrid played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Quick reminder today, please have your
So
entry
Jim, how do you
tickets at
reflect
hand,
on
as it's
what
time
we've
to
seen?
announce today's
Well, there
winning
was a
lottery
distinct
numbers.
lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.